Welcome to a world where dreams intertwine with ancient legends, and the whispers of the past gently guide us through the night. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and allow yourself to drift into a place of calm and serenity. Tonight, we journey to the heart of the kingdom of Eloria, where the young Prince Ellian seeks the mystical Whispering Stream, a stream said to hold the secrets of the ages. As the golden light of the setting sun fades, and the soft murmurs of the stream begin to fill the air, let the gentle flow of the story carry you to a place of peace and rest. Now, let the whispers of the stream guide you into a deep and restful sleep, as we begin the tale of the Whispering Stream. Sweet dreams await. Chapter 1. The Call of the Whispering Stream. In the heart of the kingdom of Eloria, within the grand walls of the royal palace, there lay a library unlike any other. Shelves of ancient tomes and scrolls, filled with the wisdom of ages, stretched toward the vaulted ceiling. It was here, amid the dust and the silence, that Prince Ellian often sought refuge from the duties of his princely life. One fateful afternoon, as the golden light of the setting sun filtered through stained glass windows, Ellian's eyes fell upon a tome he had never seen before. Bound in weathered leather and adorned with strange symbols, it seemed to call to him. He pulled it from the shelf, its weight a comforting presence in his hands, and carried it to a nearby table. Opening the book, he discovered it was filled with tales and legends of old. One story in particular caught his attention, the legend of the Whispering Stream. According to the tale, the stream was a mystical waterway that whispered the stories of the past to those who would listen. It was said to hold the secrets of the ancient world, secrets that could change the fate of kingdoms. As Ellian read, he felt a growing sense of purpose. The kingdom had known peace for many years, but there was a restlessness within him, a desire for something more than the comfortable life of a prince. The legend of the Whispering Stream seemed to offer that something, a quest, an adventure, a chance to uncover hidden truths. He closed the book, his decision made. He would find the Whispering Stream and listen to its whispers. Ellian knew his father, King Alaric, might not understand his sudden need to leave the palace, but he was determined. He would set out at dawn with only his trusted steed and a few supplies. As night fell, Ellian packed his belongings and prepared for the journey ahead. He slipped out of the palace under the cover of darkness, his heart pounding with excitement and anticipation. The moonlit landscape of Eloria stretched out before him, a canvas of endless possibilities. The first whispers of the stream reached him even before he left the palace grounds. Faint and indistinct, they seemed to guide his steps. Ellian followed the whispers, leaving the comfort of his home behind, venturing into the unknown. The path ahead was uncertain, but he felt a deep sense of purpose, a calling that he could not ignore. With each step, the whispers grew clearer, leading him through forests and fields, across rivers and valleys. The journey was arduous, but Ellian was undeterred. He knew that the whispering stream held the answers he sought, and he was determined to find it. As dawn broke, Elien found himself at the edge of an ancient forest, its towering trees casting long shadows in the early morning light. The whispers seemed to beckon him forward, urging him to enter the forest and continue his quest. With a final glance back at the land he called home, Elien took a deep breath and stepped into the forest, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The legend of the whispering stream had set him on this path, and he would follow it to the end, uncovering the hidden secrets of the past, and perhaps discovering something about himself along the way. As the first rays of dawn pierced through the canopy of the ancient forest, Prince Elien pressed onward, guided by the whispers of the mystical stream. The forest, though dense and shadowed, seemed to welcome him with open arms. Birds sang melodious tunes, and the rustling leaves whispered secrets of their own, as if aware of the prince's noble quest. Elien's path was far from easy. The terrain was rugged, with twisted roots snaking across the forest floor and thick underbrush hindering his progress. Yet, the whispers grew clearer, more insistent, guiding him deeper into the heart of the forest. Each step forward felt like a step closer to destiny. The prince's journey was solitary, save for the occasional glimpse of wildlife. Deer peeking through the foliage, squirrels darting up trees, and birds fluttering overhead. Despite the isolation, Elien did not feel alone. The stream's whispers were a constant companion, their ethereal voices providing comfort and direction. As midday approached, Elien came upon a clearing bathed in sunlight. A crystal-clear brook flowed through the center, its waters sparkling like diamonds. Kneeling beside it, he cupped his hands and drank deeply, the cool water refreshing his weary body. As he drank, the whispers grew louder, resonating within him. "Follow the brook," they seemed to say, "for it leads to the heart of the forest, where the whispering stream awaits." With renewed determination, Elien rose and continued his journey, following the brook as it wound its way through the forest. The path was less treacherous now, the brook's gentle flow providing a clear guide. As he walked, he thought of his father, King Alaric, and wondered how he would react to his son's sudden departure. But Elien knew he could not turn back. The whispering stream held the answers he sought, and he was determined to uncover the hidden secrets that lay within its waters. The brook led him to a series of small waterfalls, each cascading into crystal-clear pools. It was here that he encountered his first true challenge. Standing at the base of the largest waterfall was a majestic stag, its antlers adorned with glistening moss and flowers. The stag's eyes, wise and knowing, locked onto Elien's. The whispers grew faint, replaced by the stag's deep, resonant voice. "Prince Elien," the stag spoke, "to continue your journey, you must prove your worth. Only those of noble spirit may pass." Elien bowed respectfully. "What must I do to prove myself?" The stag's gaze softened. "Answer this riddle, and you may proceed. Fail, and you must turn back." Elian nodded, his heart pounding in anticipation. The stag recited the riddle. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I? Elian pondered the riddle, his mind racing. The answer came to him like a whisper on the wind. An echo, he replied confidently. The stag bowed its head in approval. You have answered correctly, Prince Elian. You may proceed. With a flick of its tail, the stag leaped gracefully into the forest, disappearing from sight. The path ahead was clear, the waterfall parting to reveal a hidden passage. Elian stepped through, the whispers growing louder once more, guiding him onward. As the sun began to set, Elian found himself at the edge of a vast, enchanted forest. The journey had only just begun, but he felt a profound sense of purpose. The whispering stream awaited, and with it, the hidden secrets of the past. The forest grew denser as Elian ventured deeper, the canopy overhead thickening until it seemed like twilight even in the middle of the day. The air was cool and filled with the scent of pine and earth. The whispers of the stream continued to guide him, their soft murmurings becoming a comforting presence. As Elian pressed on, he noticed the forest around him beginning to change. The trees grew taller and their trunks thicker, adorned with glistening vines that shimmered in the dim light. Strange and wondrous creatures appeared, watching him with curious eyes. A fox with silver fur and luminous eyes darted across his path, while birds of every colour imaginable flitted through the branches above. Suddenly, a low growl resonated through the air. Elian froze, his hand instinctively reaching for the hilt of his sword. From the shadows emerged a massive bear, its fur a deep, glossy black and its eyes glowing like embers. It blocked his path, its growl a warning. Elian took a deep breath and slowly drew his sword, holding it before him in a defensive stance. The bear watched him intently, its growl subsiding into a low rumble. The prince realized that this was another trial, a test of his courage and resolve. Great bear, Elian spoke calmly. I mean no harm. I seek the whispering stream and the secrets it holds. If you must challenge me, I am ready. The bear's eyes seemed to assess him, its growl fading into silence. It then lowered its head and stepped aside, allowing Elian to pass. The prince sheathed his sword and bowed respectfully before continuing on his way. The whispers grew louder, guiding him further into the depths of the forest. As he walked, Elian came upon a grove bathed in ethereal light. In the center of the grove stood a magnificent tree, its branches reaching high into the sky, and its leaves shimmering like emeralds. At the base of the tree sat an old man, his long white beard flowing down to his chest, and his eyes twinkling with wisdom. Welcome, Prince Elian, the old man said, his voice gentle and warm. I am Thalion, guardian of this enchanted forest. You have shown courage and wisdom to make it this far. Elian bowed. Thank you, Thalion. I seek the whispering stream and the secrets it holds. Thalion nodded. The stream's whispers have guided you well, but before you can continue, you must face one final trial. this forest is enchanted, and it is home to many creatures, both good and ill. You must use your wit and strength to overcome the challenges ahead." Elien nodded, ready for whatever lay ahead. Thalion extended his hand, and in it appeared a small glowing crystal. "Take this," he said. "It will guide you through the darkest parts of the forest and reveal the true path to the Whispering Stream." Grateful, Elien accepted the crystal and tucked it safely into his pouch. Thalion smiled and vanished, leaving the prince alone in the grove. The crystal began to glow brighter, casting a soft light that illuminated a hidden path leading deeper into the forest. With the crystal's light to guide him, Elien continued his journey. The path wound through dense thickets and over rocky terrain, but the whispers of the stream grew ever clearer. He encountered more magical creatures, each posing their own unique challenges. But with the crystal's guidance and his own determination, he overcame them all. Finally, as dusk began to fall, Elien emerged from the forest into a tranquil glade. There, in the center, flowed the Whispering Stream, its waters sparkling under the fading light. The whispers were now a chorus, filling the air with their ancient tales. Elien approached the stream and knelt beside it, listening intently. The journey had been long and arduous, but he had reached his destination. The secrets of the past awaited him, hidden within the whispers of the stream. Elien knelt by the Whispering Stream, listening to its ancient murmurs. The water's soft song spoke of times long past, of heroes and villains, of lost cities and hidden treasures. As he dipped his hand into the cool, clear water, the whispers grew louder, more insistent. They seemed to beckon him deeper into their mysteries. Suddenly, the air around him shimmered, and a figure appeared before him. It was a tall, imposing being, cloaked in robes of deep blue that seemed to flow like water. His eyes were like twin pools of liquid silver, and his presence radiated an aura of immense power and wisdom. "I am Nereus, guardian of the Whispering Stream," the figure said, his voice echoing like the gentle ripple of water over stones. "You have come far, Prince Elien, but your journey is not yet complete. To unlock the stream's secrets, you must prove your worth." Elien rose to his feet and bowed respectfully. "I am ready, Guardian. What must I do?" Nereus extended his hand, and in it appeared a small, ornate box. Inside this box is a riddle. Solve it, and you will demonstrate the wisdom required to continue your quest. Elien took the box and carefully opened it. Inside was a piece of parchment with a single line written in elegant script. "I am not alive, but I grow. I do not have lungs, but I need air. I do not have a mouth, and I can drown. What am I?" He pondered the riddle, turning the words over in his mind. The answer came to him like a revelation. "Fire," he said confidently. "The answer is fire." Nereus smiled, his eyes gleaming with approval. "You have answered correctly, Prince Elien. But there is one more test you must pass. Follow me." The Guardian led Elien along the bank of the stream, the whispers growing louder with each step. They arrived at a large stone archway carved with intricate symbols. Beyond it lay a serene pool, its surface as smooth as glass. "To continue," Nereus said, "you must show your noble spirit. Step into the pool and let the water reveal your true self." Without hesitation, Elien removed his boots and stepped into the pool. The water was warm and soothing, and as he waded deeper, it began to glow with a soft golden light. The light enveloped him, and he felt a profound sense of peace and clarity. Visions began to form in the water around him. He saw his past, his childhood in the palace, his training as a warrior, and his moments of doubt and fear. He saw his parents, King Alaric and Queen Lyra, their faces filled with pride and love. He saw the people of Valoria, their hopes and dreams intertwined with his own. The visions shifted, showing him the future. He saw himself leading his people, guiding them through times of prosperity and hardship. He saw the kingdom flourishing under his rule, its people united and strong. The final vision was of him standing beside the whispering stream, its waters flowing with the wisdom of the ages. As the visions faded, Elien felt a renewed sense of purpose. He knew now that his journey was not just about uncovering secrets, but about understanding his own destiny and the role he was meant to play. Nereus nodded in approval. "You have proven your worth, Prince Elien. The stream has revealed your noble spirit and your true path. Continue on, and the secrets you seek will be yours." With the Guardian's blessing, Elien stepped out of the pool, feeling both humbled and empowered. The whispers of the stream guided him once more, leading him towards the next part of his journey. He knew that many challenges lay ahead, but he was ready to face them, armed with the wisdom and strength he had gained. With Nereus's blessing and the soft, persistent whispers of the stream as his guide, Elien moved forward with a renewed sense of purpose. The forest around him seemed to shift, the trees growing older and more ancient, their branches weaving a canopy that blocked out the sky. The stream widened, its waters deeper and darker, carrying the weight of countless tales. Elien knelt by the water's edge, cupping his hands to drink. The water was cool and refreshing, and as he swallowed, the world around him began to blur. He closed his eyes, and the whispers grew louder, enveloping him in their ancient murmurings. When he opened his eyes again, Elien found himself standing in a vast, open plain under a sky streaked with crimson and gold. Before him stood a great city, its towers reaching towards the heavens, bathed in the light of a setting sun. The air was filled with the sounds of bustling activity, merchants hawking their wares, children playing in the streets, and the distant toll of bells. "This is Aloria long ago," a voice whispered in his ear. It was Nereus, though the Guardian was nowhere to be seen. "Watch and listen, for the past holds the keys to your future." Elien walked through the city's streets, unseen by its inhabitants. He saw the palace, grand and imposing, its walls adorned with tapestries depicting scenes of valor and glory. Inside, he found a great hall where a council of wise men and women debated the kingdom's future. Their voices were filled with passion and conviction, each one advocating for the betterment of Eloria. As he moved deeper into the palace, Elian came upon a chamber filled with books and scrolls. An elderly man sat at a desk, writing furiously. Elian recognized him from portraits in his own time. This was his ancestor, King Eldric, known for his wisdom and foresight. King Eldric spoke aloud as he wrote, his words echoing through the chamber. The whispering stream holds the secrets of our past. It guides us, protects us, but it also warns of great danger. The future of Eloria depends on understanding these secrets and using them wisely. The vision shifted, and Elian found himself in a darkened room lit only by the flicker of candlelight. A group of figures in hooded robes chanted in a language he did not understand. In their midst was a large ornate bowl filled with water from the whispering stream. The water glowed with a soft, eerie light, and as the figures chanted, images began to form on its surface. Elian saw battles fought and won, treaties made and broken, and the rise and fall of kings and queens. He saw his own ancestors, their triumphs and failures, their hopes and fears. And then he saw a vision of himself, standing at the edge of the whispering stream, holding a staff adorned with glowing runes. "You are the key," the voice of Nereus whispered. "The stream has chosen you, Elian. The secrets of the past are yours to uncover, but you must use them to shape the future." The vision faded, and Elian found himself once more by the stream. The water was calm, its whispers soft and soothing. He felt a profound sense of connection to his ancestors and to the stream itself. He knew now that his journey was about more than just uncovering secrets. It was about understanding his place in the grand tapestry of Eloria's history. With this newfound knowledge, Elian rose and continued along the stream's path. The forest began to thin, and he could see the outlines of a village in the distance. The whispers urged him forward, promising answers and allies in this hidden village. The path led Elian to the edge of a secluded village, nestled in a valley surrounded by ancient trees. The village appeared untouched by time, its stone cottages and cobblestone streets evoking a sense of history and tradition. As Elian approached, the villagers paused in their daily tasks, their eyes filled with a mix of curiosity and caution. The whispers of the stream had guided him here, and Elian felt a deep sense of purpose as he entered the village. He was met by a group of elders, their faces lined with the wisdom of countless years. One elder stepped forward, her eyes sharp and discerning. "Welcome, Prince Elian," she said, her voice strong despite her age. "We have been expecting you. I am Elder Muriel, keeper of our village's secrets." Elian bowed respectfully. "Thank you, Elder Muriel. I seek the wisdom of the whispering stream and the secrets it holds. My journey has led me here." The elders exchanged glances, and Muriel nodded. "Follow me," she said, leading Elian to a large stone building at the center of the village. Inside, the air was cool and filled with the scent of old parchment. Shelves lined the walls, filled with books and scrolls, and a large table dominated the center of the room. "We are the guardians of the stream's knowledge," Muriel explained. "For generations, we have kept its secrets and protected its wisdom. But we do not share this knowledge lightly. You must prove yourself worthy." Elian nodded, understanding the gravity of her words. "What must I do?" Muriel gestured to a large ancient tome on the table. "This book contains the history of our people and the secrets of the Whispering Stream. To earn our trust, you must first understand our past. Read this, and then we will see if you are truly worthy of the stream's wisdom." Elian spent the next several hours poring over the tome. The book detailed the village's history, their connection to the Whispering Stream, and the many trials they had faced. He learned of the village's founders, who had discovered the stream and built their lives around its guidance. He read of their struggles against dark forces and their unwavering commitment to preserving the stream's secrets. As Elian read, he felt a deep connection to the village and its people. Their story was one of resilience and courage, and he knew that he was meant to be a part of it. When he finished the tome, he looked up to find the elders watching him closely. "I understand now," Elian said. "Your history, your sacrifices, your unwavering dedication to protecting the stream's wisdom. I am honored to be here and to learn from you." Elder Muriel nodded, her eyes softening. "You have shown respect for our past, Prince Elian. Now, it is time for you to earn our trust. There is a trial you must face, one that will test your heart and spirit." She led him to a small clearing at the edge of the village. In the center of the clearing was a stone altar, and on it lay a small, intricately carved box. "Inside this box is an artifact of great power," Muriel explained. "It has been cursed, and the curse can only be lifted by one with a pure heart and noble spirit. You must lift the curse to prove yourself worthy." Elian approached the altar, his heart pounding. He placed his hands on the box and closed his eyes, focusing his thoughts on the stream's whispers and the knowledge he had gained. He felt a warmth spread through him, a lightness that filled his being. As he concentrated, the box began to glow, and the curse slowly lifted. The elders watched in awe as the artifact was purified, its power restored. When the glow faded, Elian opened the box to reveal a small, gleaming crystal. "You have done it," Muriel said, her voice filled with admiration. "You have proven yourself worthy, Prince Elian. The secrets of the Whispering Stream are yours to uncover." The villagers gathered around, their eyes filled with hope and respect. Elian knew that his journey was far from over, but he had taken an important step. With the villagers' trust and the stream's wisdom, he was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Chapter 2. Secrets Unveiled. In the heart of the hidden village, Elian found himself surrounded by people whose lives were intimately tied to the Whispering Stream. The villagers' respect and trust bolstered his resolve as he prepared to delve deeper into the mysteries he had come so far to uncover. Elder Muriel guided him to a secluded chamber within the village's central hall, where the air was thick with the scent of ancient wood and herbs. "Sit, Prince Elian," Muriel instructed, motioning to a carved wooden chair. She sat across from him, her eyes piercing and wise. "You have proven yourself worthy, but there is much you still need to learn about the stream's true power." Elian nodded, eager to absorb every piece of wisdom. "Please, Elder Muriel, tell me everything you can." Muriel began to speak, her voice steady and rhythmic. The whispering stream is not just a conduit of the past. It is a wellspring of ancient magic. It holds the collective memory of our ancestors and the essence of their wisdom. This magic is both a gift and a burden, for it can reveal great truths but also great perils. Elian listened intently as Muriel continued. "Long ago, a powerful artifact was created using the stream's magic. This artifact, known as the Crystal of Shadows, was intended to protect our kingdom. However, it was cursed by a malevolent force seeking to wield its power for dark purposes. The curse brought suffering and despair, and the artifact was hidden away in a forgotten temple deep within the mountains, to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands." Elian's heart quickened at the mention of the artifact. "How can the curse be lifted, Elder Muriel? What must I do?" "The path to the temple is treacherous," Muriel warned. "You will face many dangers, both physical and magical. But the true challenge lies in confronting the darkness within yourself. Only by doing so can you purify the Crystal of Shadows and restore its power to protect our kingdom." Muriel handed Elian a map, its edges worn and its ink faded with age. "This will guide you to the temple. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. The stream's whispers will continue to guide you, and the villagers will aid you however they can." Elian took the map, feeling the weight of his responsibility. "Thank you, Elder Muriel. I will not fail." As he rose to leave, Muriel placed a hand on his shoulder. "One more thing, Prince Elian. Beware of those who may seek to betray you. The dark forces that cursed the artifact are still at work, and they will stop at nothing to claim its power." Elian nodded, understanding the gravity of her warning. With the map in hand and the whispers of the stream echoing in his mind, he left the chamber, ready to face the next leg of his journey. Outside, the villagers had gathered, their faces filled with hope and determination. They presented Elian with supplies for his journey: food, water, and a cloak to protect him from the elements. Among them was a young woman named Lyra, whose eyes shone with a mixture of admiration and resolve. "I will accompany you, Prince Elian," she said, stepping forward. "My family has served the guardians of the stream for generations. It is my duty to help you lift the curse." Elian accepted her offer with gratitude. "Thank you, Lyra. Your knowledge and support will be invaluable." With Lyra by his side and the villagers' blessings, Elian set out from the hidden village, the map leading him towards the distant mountains. The journey ahead was fraught with danger, but he felt a renewed sense of purpose and determination. The future of Aloria depended on his success, and he would stop at nothing to lift the curse and unlock the true power of the Whispering Stream. The path to the Forgotten Temple was arduous and fraught with danger. Elian and Lyra trekked through dense forests and over craggy hills, the map and the whispers of the stream their only guides. The air grew colder as they approached the mountains, and the landscape became more treacherous. Yet, neither of them wavered in their resolve. One evening, as they made camp under the shelter of an ancient oak, Lyra shared stories of her ancestors and their connection to the Whispering Stream. "My great-grandmother was a guardian of the stream," she said, her voice filled with pride. She spoke of its magic as a living force, one that connects us to the past and guides us towards the future. Elian listened intently, feeling a deep sense of kinship with Lyra. "Your family's dedication to the stream is admirable," he said. "Together, we will lift the curse and restore the artifact's power." As dawn broke, they continued their journey, the mountains looming ever closer. The terrain became increasingly difficult, with jagged rocks and steep inclines challenging their every step. But the whispers of the stream remained a constant source of guidance and comfort, urging them onward. Finally, after days of arduous travel, they reached the entrance to the Forgotten Temple. It was carved into the side of a towering mountain, its stone doors covered in ancient runes and symbols. Elian could feel a powerful, malevolent energy emanating from within, a reminder of the curse that plagued the artifact. With a deep breath, Elian pushed open the heavy doors, revealing a dimly lit chamber filled with statues and carvings depicting scenes of ancient battles and heroic deeds. At the center of the chamber stood a pedestal, and upon it rested the Crystal of Shadows, its surface dark and foreboding. As they approached the pedestal, the air grew thick with tension. Lyra placed a reassuring hand on Elian's shoulder. "We must be careful," she whispered. "The curse's power is strong here." Elian nodded, his eyes fixed on the artifact. He reached out, feeling the dark energy pulse through the air. Summoning all his courage, he grasped the crystal, feeling its cold weight in his hand. The moment he touched it, the chamber erupted in a blinding light, and the whispers of the stream intensified, their voices a chorus of urgency and warning. The light coalesced into the form of a dark, shadowy figure, its eyes burning with malevolence. "You dare to seek the power of the Crystal of Shadows," it hissed. "The curse will consume you." Elian stood firm, the stream's whispers guiding his thoughts. "I will not be deterred by darkness," he declared. "I seek to lift the curse and restore the balance." The shadowy figure laughed, a sound that echoed through the chamber like the tolling of a funeral bell. "Then you must prove your worth," it challenged. "Face the darkness within yourself, and only then will the curse be lifted." The figure lunged at Elian, engulfing him in a vortex of shadows. Elian felt a cold dread seep into his bones, but he focused on the whispers of the stream, their soothing voices a lifeline in the darkness. He recalled the visions he had seen, the courage and wisdom of his ancestors, and the strength he had gained from his journey. Drawing upon this inner strength, Elien pushed back against the darkness, his spirit shining like a beacon. The shadows recoiled, and the figure let out a wail of despair. The crystal in Elien's hand began to glow with a pure, radiant light, dispelling the darkness and shattering the curse. As the light faded, Elien found himself standing alone in the chamber, the crystal of shadows now gleaming with an ethereal brilliance. The curse had been lifted, and the artifact's power restored. Lyra, who had been watching with bated breath, rushed to his side, her eyes filled with awe. "You did it, Elien," she said, her voice trembling with emotion. "The curse is lifted." Elien smiled, feeling a profound sense of relief and accomplishment. "We did it, Lyra," he corrected. "Together, we have restored the artifact. Now we must return to the village and share what we have learned." With the crystal of shadows safely in hand and the stream's whispers guiding their way, Elien and Lyra began their journey back to the hidden village, their hearts filled with hope and determination. The journey back to the hidden village was filled with a sense of accomplishment and anticipation. Elien and Lyra knew that the restored crystal of shadows would be a beacon of hope for Eloria. However, as they drew closer to the village, a sense of unease began to creep into Elien's heart. The whispers of the stream, once soothing and clear, now carried a note of warning. One evening, as they made camp in a sheltered grove, Elien couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. He shared his concerns with Lyra, who nodded in agreement. "I felt it too," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. "We must be cautious." The next morning, their fears were confirmed. As they packed their belongings, a shadowy figure emerged from the forest. It was one of Elien's trusted companions, Sir Gareth, a knight who had sworn loyalty to him from the beginning of his quest. But there was a darkness in Gareth's eyes that Elien had never seen before. "Gareth, what are you doing here?" Elien asked, a sinking feeling in his chest. Gareth stepped forward, his expression twisted with malice. "I have been sent to retrieve the crystal of shadows," he sneered. "You were a fool to think you could trust me. The dark forces have promised me power beyond imagining if I deliver the artifact to them." Elien's heart pounded with a mix of anger and betrayal. "Gareth, how could you? We fought side by side." Gareth laughed, a cold, mirthless sound. "Power, Elien. It's all about power. Hand over the crystal, or I will take it by force." Lyra stepped protectively beside Elien, her eyes blazing with determination. "You will not succeed, Gareth. The stream's wisdom is with us." Gareth drew his sword, the steel glinting menacingly in the sunlight. "So be it. Prepare to meet your end." The ensuing battle was fierce and desperate. Elien and Lyra fought with all their strength, their movements guided by the whispers of the stream. But Gareth was a formidable opponent, driven by a dark and relentless force. As the fight raged on, Elian realized that Gareth's betrayal went deeper than mere ambition. There was a malevolent presence within him, a dark spirit that had corrupted his soul. Summoning all his courage, Elian reached out with his mind, connecting with the stream's whispers. "Show me the truth," he pleaded silently. The whispers responded, revealing Gareth's inner torment. He had been ensnared by the dark forces, his will twisted and broken. The real Gareth was trapped, a prisoner within his own mind. "Gareth, listen to me," Elian called out, lowering his sword. "You can fight this. The real you is still in there. Remember who you are." For a moment, Gareth hesitated, his eyes flickering with a glimmer of recognition. But the dark spirit within him roared in fury, tightening its grip. With a final desperate effort, Elian surged forward, placing his hand on Gareth's chest. "By the power of the whispering stream, I command you to release him," Elian shouted. A blinding light erupted from Elian's hand, enveloping Gareth. The dark spirit howled in agony as it was expelled, leaving Gareth to collapse to the ground, his body trembling. Lyra rushed to Gareth's side, her hands glowing with a healing light. "He is free," she said softly. "The darkness is gone." Gareth looked up at Elian, tears of remorse streaming down his face. "Elian, forgive me," he whispered. "I was weak. They promised me everything, and I was foolish enough to believe them." Elian knelt beside him, placing a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "You are forgiven, Gareth. The darkness has been defeated. Now, let us return to the village and complete our quest." With Gareth's redemption and the Crystal of Shadows safely in their possession, Elian, Lyra, and the newly restored knight continued their journey. The path ahead was still fraught with challenges, but they faced it with renewed determination and unity. The trio's journey back to the village was marked by a sense of urgency. The dark forces would not give up easily, and Elian knew that the Crystal of Shadows must be secured and its power understood. The whispers of the stream guided them, offering solace and direction as they traversed treacherous terrain and deep forests. Upon their return, the village welcomed them with open arms. The villagers gathered in the central square, their eyes alight with hope and curiosity. Elder Muriel stood at the forefront, her gaze steady and knowing. "You have returned," she said, her voice carrying a weight of anticipation. "And with the Crystal of Shadows restored." Elian nodded and presented the gleaming crystal to the elders. "The curse has been lifted, but the journey is not over. The stream has more to reveal." Muriel led Elian, Lyra, and Gareth to the sacred chamber where Elian had first learned of the artifact's significance. The chamber was prepared, its walls adorned with ancient symbols, and a large basin filled with water from the whispering stream stood at its center. "Place the crystal in the basin," Muriel instructed. "The stream will reveal the final secret." Elian gently placed the Crystal of Shadows into the water. Instantly, the room was filled with a radiant light, and the water began to swirl, forming intricate patterns. The whispers grew louder, merging into a harmonious chorus that echoed through the chamber. Visions emerged from the water, vivid and powerful. Elien saw the history of Eloria unfold before him, the founding of the kingdom, the rise and fall of dynasties, and the struggles that had shaped its destiny. He saw his ancestors, their faces etched with determination and wisdom, each playing their part in the grand tapestry of the kingdom's history. And then he saw a vision of himself, standing at the head of a united and prosperous Eloria. The whispering stream flowed through the kingdom, its waters a source of life and knowledge. The crystal, now a beacon of hope, shone brightly in his hand. "You are the key, Elien," the stream's whispers intoned. "The destiny of Eloria lies in your hands. Your courage and wisdom will guide your people to a new era of peace and prosperity." As the visions faded, Elien felt a profound sense of purpose and clarity. The stream had shown him the true history of his kingdom and his role in its future. He turned to Muriel, his voice filled with resolve. "I understand now," he said. "The whispering stream has revealed my path. I will use the knowledge and power of the Crystal of Shadows to protect and guide Eloria." Muriel smiled, her eyes filled with pride. "You have proven yourself worthy, Prince Elien. The stream has chosen you as its champion. Go forth and fulfill your destiny." With the crystal safely secured and the support of the villagers, Elien prepared for the final confrontation with the dark forces. He knew that the battle ahead would be difficult, but he was ready. The wisdom of the whispering stream and the strength of his allies would see him through. As they left the sacred chamber, Elien looked at Lyra and Gareth. "We must be united in our purpose. The final battle approaches, and we must be prepared." Lyra nodded, her eyes shining with determination. "We will stand with you, Elien. Together, we will overcome the darkness." Gareth, now free from the dark influence that had plagued him, placed a hand on Elien's shoulder. "I will not fail you again. My loyalty is yours, now and always." With his companions by his side and the power of the whispering stream at his command, Elien felt ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The final battle was imminent, but he was confident in their ability to triumph and bring about a new era for Eloria. The night before the final battle was filled with an eerie calm. The village was quiet, the air thick with anticipation. Elien, Lyra, and Gareth prepared themselves, their minds focused and their hearts resolute. The whispers of the stream offered encouragement, their ethereal voices a constant reminder of the task ahead. At dawn, Elien and his companions led a small but determined force towards the dark force's stronghold. The Crystal of Shadows, now purified and glowing with a radiant light, was securely fastened at Elien's side. The path ahead was fraught with danger, but they moved with unwavering determination. As they approached the stronghold, the landscape grew dark and foreboding. The sky was overcast, and a cold wind howled through the desolate terrain. The stronghold itself was a towering fortress of black stone, its walls bristling with dark energy. Elien raised his sword, its blade reflecting the light of the crystal. "We fight for Eloria, for the future our ancestors envisioned," he declared. "Let the light of the whispering stream guide us to victory." With a fierce battle cry, Elien and his forces charged towards the stronghold. The dark forces emerged to meet them, their twisted forms and malevolent eyes a stark contrast to the determined faces of Elien's allies. The clash of steel rang out, and the air was filled with the sounds of battle. Elien fought with a strength and skill that belied his years. The whispers of the stream guided his every move, helping him anticipate his enemies' attacks and find their weaknesses. Beside him, Lyra wielded her magic with precision, her spells striking down foes with dazzling displays of light and energy. Gareth, his loyalty restored, fought with a ferocity born of redemption, cutting through the enemy ranks with powerful strikes. The battle raged on, the forces of light and darkness locked in a struggle for supremacy. Elien could feel the dark energy of the stronghold pressing against him, a relentless force that sought to overwhelm his resolve. But he stood firm, the light of the crystal shining brightly, pushing back the shadows. As the battle reached its peak, Elien confronted the leader of the dark forces, a towering figure clad in obsidian armor, its eyes glowing with a sinister light. The leader raised a massive dark blade, and their clash sent shockwaves through the battlefield. "You cannot win, Prince," the dark leader hissed. "The darkness will consume all." Elien met the leader's gaze with unwavering determination. "The light of the whispering stream will prevail," he declared. "You will not destroy our future." With a surge of energy, Elien channeled the power of the crystal into his sword. The blade glowed with a brilliant light, and with a mighty swing, he struck the dark leader. The light of the crystal pierced through the darkness, shattering the leader's armor and banishing the malevolent force within. The dark leader let out a final, anguished cry before disintegrating into a cloud of shadowy mist. The remaining dark forces, seeing their leader defeated, began to falter and retreat. Elien's forces pressed their advantage, driving the enemy back and securing victory. As the last of the dark forces fled, a cheer rose from Elien's allies. The battle was won, and the stronghold of darkness lay in ruins. Elien stood amidst the aftermath, his heart filled with a sense of triumph and relief. The light of the whispering stream had guided them to victory, and Eloria was safe once more. Lyra and Gareth approached, their faces beaming with pride. "We did it, Elien," Lyra said, her eyes shining. "The darkness is defeated." Elien nodded, a smile spreading across his face. "Yes, we did. Together." With the battle behind them, Elien knew that the true work of rebuilding and uniting the kingdom lay ahead. But with the wisdom of the whispering stream and the strength of his allies, he was ready to lead Eloria into a new era of peace and prosperity. The return journey to the kingdom was marked by a profound sense of accomplishment and anticipation. The battle had been won, but Elien knew that his true test as a leader was just beginning. As they made their way back through the forests and valleys, the whispers of the stream remained a comforting presence, guiding them home. When they finally reached the outskirts of Eloria, the sight of the kingdom brought tears to Elian's eyes. The land, bathed in the golden light of dawn, seemed to welcome him back with open arms. The villagers who had accompanied him returned to their homes, their faces alight with hope and pride. Elian, Lyra, and Gareth made their way to the palace, where King Alaric and Queen Alara awaited them. The royal courtyard was filled with the kingdom's citizens, their expressions a mixture of relief and joy. As Elian approached, his parents stepped forward, their eyes shining with pride. "Welcome home, my son," King Alaric said, embracing Elian tightly. "You have done us all proud." Queen Alara took his hand, her voice filled with emotion. "You have brought light to our darkest hour, Elian. Your bravery and wisdom have saved us all." Elian smiled, feeling the warmth of his family's love and the support of his people. "I could not have done it alone," he said, turning to Lyra and Gareth. "We all fought for the future of Eloria." The crowd erupted in cheers, their voices a harmonious chorus of gratitude and admiration. Elian felt a deep sense of connection to his people, a bond forged through shared struggle and triumph. In the days that followed, Elian worked tirelessly to restore and strengthen the kingdom. The Crystal of Shadows, now a symbol of hope and unity, was placed in a revered spot within the palace, its light a constant reminder of their victory over darkness. The wisdom of the Whispering Stream guided Elian's decisions, helping him lead with fairness and compassion. Lyra became a trusted advisor, her knowledge of the stream's magic invaluable in the kingdom's governance. Gareth, having redeemed himself, took on the role of commander of the royal guard, ensuring the kingdom's protection with unwavering loyalty. Under Elian's leadership, Eloria flourished. The land, once threatened by darkness, now thrived with prosperity and peace. The people, inspired by Elian's courage and determination, worked together to build a brighter future. One evening, as the sun set over the kingdom, Elian stood at the edge of the Whispering Stream. The water flowed gently, its whispers a soothing melody. He knelt by the stream, dipping his hand into the cool, clear water. "Thank you," he whispered, feeling the stream's magic resonate within him, "for your guidance, your wisdom, and your strength." The whispers responded, their voices a gentle reassurance. "You have fulfilled your destiny, Elian. The future of Eloria is bright, and its people are strong. Your journey has only just begun." Elian rose, feeling a profound sense of peace. He knew that challenges would come, but he was ready to face them with the support of his people and the wisdom of the Whispering Stream. As he walked back to the palace, Elian looked out over his kingdom. The lights of the village twinkled in the twilight, a testament to the resilience and spirit of his people. He was proud to be their prince, and he vowed to lead them with the same courage and wisdom that had guided him through his journey. The whispering stream had revealed its secrets, and in doing so, had forged a new path for Eloria, a path of unity, prosperity, and peace. Elian knew that, with the stream's guidance, the kingdom would continue to thrive, its future as bright as the light of the crystal of shadow,